Hey, fuck up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from our intermission, very brief. For our next talk,
It was 15 minutes.
For our next talk, someone who needs no introduction.
Who are you?
Let's talk about the memes. I don't want this anymore.
Cunt!
Is that your entire fucking car? Just screaming cunt. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal.
I hate
Got it on my It's like a cool millennial. The rise of the motivational poster and subsequently meme have a direct correlation with people becoming increasingly incapable of being able to live in the world. The rise has led to an incapacity for original thought and the erosion of society, the like of which we've never seen.
Slide! Cut!
I've said too much. The oft-parodied Keep Calm and Carry On poster, although parody might be a bit extreme, and pastiche too would be a stretch, let's call it co-opting, has become so prevalent and so meaningless that it's also almost become a sigil of the sort of laziness in thinking that others use to define Gen Y. While its origins come from something real and frightening, on which I will extrapolate shortly, it has as the worst kind of marker for capitalist society. Definitely practiced this when I was sober.
You have
I'm just going to have a bit of a lean and we're on a journey together, my friend.
BTW, that's an IKEA ironing board.
We're using core string. Love it.
If the iron board collapses, that'll be the end of this.
But we're all on.
Take it on board. Take it on board. Where was I?
Cut!
All meaning has been stripped away. No real feeling or sentiment is contained in the shoddy template, and sometimes tarted up with a rainbow font or an upside down crown. We cannot rely on their Nickels. I forgot how to read.
What's that? What's a Nickels?
Or any other motivational meme to get us through the coming dark time.
Thank you, Luke.
We must embrace the darkness
Thank you, Luke.
and reject all things motivational. Let's paint a picture.
Fine.
It's a cold afternoon. November 1940 in London, England. Leaden skies hang over a grimy city. The sun is setting, not that you can tell. But you do feel the increasing dread you've been getting every evening since the Luftwaffe stopped bombing during the day and started going to London at night. If only there was something that could make you feel better. If only there was something that would stop the bombings and you could go back to your normal life of drinking tea and reading the Times. And then you see it across a busy cobbled street. A busy cobbled street full of dour men wearing grey suits, grey bowler hats, carrying grey umbrellas. It's there, plastered to a grey brick wall, a splash of red. What does it say? You push through the grey masses and you read, keep calm, carry on. That's it. You're saved! London is saved! The buildings already destroyed by the bombs would not have been in vain. The war may as well be over. Except it isn't. 5 million posters being produced, they were hardly displayed because it's like the government knew that even though the morale bar was so low because of the aforementioned bombings and the rationing and the deaths, that it couldn't be lifted by a cheery poster, seemingly to so perfectly encapsulate the British ideal of the stiff upper lip. In fact, even at the time, it was viewed as patronising and divisive, which is something you don't normally get outside of this room ever. In fact, it might just make things worse. Let's cut now to the year 2000. You survived Y2K! Nice one! The internet is definitely something that people are talking about, and you own a bookshop. Oh, what fun! And you just went to an auction. You bought a box, just living the high life. And as you're unpacking this recently acquired Pandora's box of pride, not knowing what it will contain, you come across a poster that you haven't seen before, mind you. And you frame it and put it above your counter. Such is the interest in this poster that of course you start selling them. How could you not? There's a whole untapped market of motivational posters that are more than just a cat hanging on a branch and saying, hang in there, baby. Congratulations, you're now part of the problem. And for what? A poster from another time, devoid of meaning in the modern world. Nice one. From this seemingly inconspicuous start, the rediscovery of this poster heralded a new age of meaningless communication.
Yeah.
Well, it was...
You got me.
Oh.
Sorry, Dave's got something to say.
Dave's got something to say.
Put him on speakerphone! So you're on Grindr too?
So is he coming or not?
Always. Wait, what?
Where did Dave go?
He's hiding.
Well, it's certainly not the first of its kind of this much distributed motivational nonsense that made its rounds. It was certainly in the avant-garde of shareable content in the early days of the internet that really set the tone for how the internet was going to be used. Which is to say, despite being a receptacle of literally all human knowledge, with which we could really maybe evolve as a human people, we instead used it for this shallow way of communicating sentiment or acting in a placeholder of the sentiment. Imagine, unironically, seeing something like this, or this, or this, on someone's living room or office wall.
Put it away! I just got AIDS.
Together, everyone achieves more.
I've already posted it on Facebook.
Or this. Apart from the extremely questionable typesetting, the message here seems to be rather than just doing a thing, you need to be told to do it. Imagine making an active decision to purchase that poster. It hangs on your wall. It's unfathomable. Jeez, to the decay of society. And this. Apart from there being literally nothing on Earth less motivational than the moon, only an absolute sociopath would think that one of 12 whole people who have walked on the moon is a real basis on which to build motivation. At the end of the day, these trite messages are ultimately tearing the fabric of society apart by acting as a substitute for both true sentiment and action. In conclusion, I leave you with this message. Iron anything.
That's kind of short.
It's packed. It's short
Happy to
back
take questions, but also happy to not.
Why do you have to mansplain everything so much?
Because of my tiny penis.
So Vyvyan, we were given one of those framed posters as a wedding present.
Oh, insulting. Was it by Luke's brother?